Alright, welcome back. Today we are going to learn how to solve proportions. Okay, we've been solving equations. You guys know your 5 steps. And now we're going to be solving proportions. Okay? So proportions are equations that have two fractions set equal to each other. So if we have x over 2 equals 3 over 5. How are we going to solve that?
Multiply.
So some of you might remember, right?
Yeah.
Jonathan?
Yes, I do.
You do remember, good. So we call it a cross product. We're going to cross multiply. So we're going to use the cross product. And that means we multiply diagonally through the equal sign. Okay. So we're going to just multiply 3 times 2 this way. So what's 3 times 2?
6.
Good. Equal sign. And then we cross multiply the other way.
5x.
5x.
And now this becomes a one-step equation.
Yeah.
Y'all know what to do.
Yeah.
We divide by the coefficient of the variable.
Yes.
So we divide both sides by
5.
So then our answer is x equals
6 over 5.
6 over 5.
Isn't it like the same thing?
In this case, 5 doesn't divide into 6, so you could just write it as the improper fraction.
Isn't it like the same thing?
What do you mean by
Isn't
this?
it like the same thing from the we did the past?
Almost. Okay, I didn't teach you to cross multiply. I taught you to multiply by 10, right?
Yeah.
So it's a little different. We could still solve this by multiplying both sides by 10.
Will there be like, if they're the same, like the same fraction?
We could. We're going to do like 4 or 5 examples. Okay, that'll match your homework. Everyone wrote this down?
Yes.
Yes.
So let's try another one. What if we had x minus 2 over 3 equals 1 over 2. So now this one's a little different. This one's a little bit different. I gave you an expression up here instead of just the x by itself. So what are we going to do to solve this? Use the cross product. So it's the same thing. We're going to use the cross product. Okay, so that means we multiply diagonally through the equal sign. So what's 1 times 3? 3. Then put your equal sign after you multiply that. And then you multiply the other way. And this is the way I like to show students. The 2 parentheses means I'm going to multiply x minus 2. Because we're going to have to distribute. So don't just do 2 times x and put 2x. You have to multiply that 2 with that minus 2 right there also. Okay? So it's the 2 times the x minus 2.
And Mr. G.
So what would be the next step?
How can you put the x with the 3?
I'll go ahead and put the x with the 3.
Like,
Because remember, we're multiplying diagonally, not vertically.
alright.
So don't do 3 times the x this way. We're going to multiply diagonally, like this. So that means it's 1 times 3. Alright? So how do I clear my parentheses? Distributing. Good. And make sure you multiply that one. A lot of you forget. You just do 2 times x, and you forget 2 times 2. So after we clear the parentheses, we we could combine like terms. Can I combine those?
No.
No. So what's the next step?
Plus 4.
Add.
Add the inverse.
Add the inverse.
So we add 4.
Right.
Add 4. And the last step always divide. And you're done. Okay.
Yes.
Questions on this one?
No.
Okay, so I'm gonna put one up. You try it. I'll give you maybe 30 seconds. Okay. We good?
Yeah.
All right. Okay, solve that. 30 seconds, go. And time is up. How many finished? Good. Answer.
1/3.
1/3. 1/3?
One-third.
X equals 1/3. Let's check. So again, multiply diagonally like that, right?
I got 3.
And I'm gonna do this one just a little bit different to show you it doesn't matter. I've been doing this way first. You could go this way first. So 3 times my x plus 3 equals
10.
10. Will I get the same answer?
Yes.
Yeah. So it doesn't matter. You can multiply this way first and put the 10 equals, or multiply this way first and then equals 10.
Then
So 3 times x,
3x.
3 times 3, 9
10.
equals 10. Then subtract the 9,
You get 1.
and 3x equals 1. Divide the 3,
X
x
equals
equals 1/3. Done. And we got that right. Yeah, look at all those hands. Good. Excellent. So let's do one more example, and then your homework. Ready?
Alright.
Yeah.
All right. This one will look just again, just a little different. Okay. So does this one look a little scary?
No.
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 Okay, it's still a proportion. Fraction equals fraction. That's a proportion. So how are we gonna solve that? Cross multiply, use the cross product.
Put 3 parentheses x minus 4 parentheses.
So you would have 3 parentheses x minus 4 equals,
2 parentheses 2x plus 5.
good. Okay, make sure you get that first step correct. When you cross multiply, I like using parentheses because it reminds you you have to distribute. So that 2 times the 2x and the 5, and that 3 times the x and the minus 4. You get 3x.
3x
Minus
minus 12
equals
equals
4x
4x
plus
plus
10.
10.
plus
So
10.
first.
Good. And I've been teaching you to bring the variable to the left. So what should we do next? Subtract 4x. So 3 minus 4, negative x. And if we bring the variable to the left, we take the constant to the right. Always the inverse. You subtracted 12, the inverse is add 12.
12.
So the answer is
22.
Yeah.
So x equals negative 2. We can't leave a negative x, so we divide by the negative 1. Take the negative over there. There's your answer. Okay?
Although when the variable is negative, the negative has to the number.
What do you mean the negative has a number?
So x minus x equals 22, the negative goes to 22.
Remove the negative to the 22. We don't leave the negative on the variable. We have to move it over.
Wouldn't that be positive then?
Where would you get it positive?
You got the negative x over the negative 1.
That makes it positive.
With the negative.
And then that 22 is positive with that negative makes the 22 negative.
Wouldn't it be easier just to subtract 3x?
You could do it that way also. But I told you once we get to solving inequalities, it's easier to have the variable under that. Okay? But you could do it that way. Okay, we're good?
Yes.
You think you can do the homework?
Yes.
All right.
Look,